Self-forgiveness is often overlooked. It can be quite challenging as it requires you to first acknowledge what you've been blaming yourself for. And the biggest obstacle to self-forgiveness is the tendency to see your own faults. But why are we so hard on ourselves? Why are we so opposed to self-forgiveness? It's an uncomfortable feeling within us. It is always easier to forgive someone else than it is to accept ourselves for things we didn't do quite right, or for decisions we made, or for how we said something. That can stay ruminating within us for a long time, and we relive those old situations. It could be influenced by your genetic makeup. You could be predispositioned to a lack of acceptance if it is woven within your inherited DNA. Generations of unforgiveness may still be calling the shots and holding you back in your life. So I ask you, are you aware of family members, including yourself, who are unforgiving of others? This means, they hold on to childhood stuff. They hold on to people not seeing them for who they are. They hold on, right? When someone said no, when they needed help, they hold on to things. Let me know in the chat. Are you aware of family patterns or someone in the family dynamics that is unforgiving? I'm curious. Let me know this because, right, it could be a predisposition to why you are the way you are in being unforgiving of yourself. Anybody have that experience, a family being unforgiving? Hello, beautiful PK. Hello, dearest. What do you think? Anybody in your family, PK, hold on to old grievances or feel like, do you ever feel like, they criticize you? The reason I'm asking this is because often it can get turned inward on ourselves, and we hold on to these things ourselves and how we view ourselves. So let me know, and I'm going to keep going. Other reasons we do this is it could be that you expect yourself to be perfect, and anything less than perfectionism is failure. Oftentimes, this runs in our operating system. We're actually unaware of it. All right. We have a belief that we can control the outcomes of our actions. And if these actions go awry, you can only assume it is your fault because you could have done it differently. You've heard me before say, I do not believe 2020 is hindsight is spot on. I do not believe it's 100% accurate. It's the way we are interpreting it after we've already made a decision and we saw the results of that. But we could truly have made a different decision, the one you think you should have made, and have it turn out different. Let me ask you, does anyone feel that you personally hold back forgiveness from yourself because of perfectionism, because of an internal, operating system that says, I can do better? Now, we as humans, we do evolve and we do want to improve. There is a difference. Let me know how that shows up for you in your life. And I'll give you some insight on why it is the way it is. If you see yourself as responsible for everything and you feel yourself this way, you will always encounter your failures and mistakes and in impactful ways. You'll never let yourself off the hook. You believe everything you do and everything about you somehow misses the boat, somehow is wrong, all right? And then this reinforces your view that someone might not like you, someone might judge you, and therefore you hold this unacceptance back. These are subtle things that I'm talking about to bring an awareness to yourself. I do it, absolutely. I don't think anybody is immune from it. We just might be at different stages of how it impacts us. But the beauty of in forgiveness is that you can eventually offer yourself grace. Grace is so freeing. Grace is transformational. Grace allows you to move forward. Once you open that door, inviting in the notion that if you could have done better, you would have. Mic drop, right? Holding on to the past keeps you locked in a cycle of feeling disempowered and experiencing sabotages on your efforts to manifest a better future. The longer the taste of internal angst is in your life, the harder it is to enjoy the sweet nectar of the true freedom and fortitude. Releasing the emotional blocks caused by past ancestral events in their life or learned behaviors in your life from the people that you grew up with, it truly frees you energetically so that the negative energy does not manifest in physical or emotional illness. Instead of being stuck in the past, you are free to thrive. You do not deserve to suffer. No, when you were put on this earth for greatness. The act of not letting go is an illusion. That is, if you don't forgive yourself, you won't make the same mistake. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can get in there. And you'll never repeat the same thing or the same behavior. I know. But all that does prevent you from healing. Letting go exuberates higher vibrations, emitting powerful universal energy, enforcing the meaning of existence to grow and thrive. It is about accepting what has happened and showing compassion on yourself, facing what you think you could have done differently, and accepting you did the best you could at the time. The process of forgiving yourself forces you to face the reality of how you treat yourself. Because if you don't show yourself compassion, you will constantly fight the battle of self-criticism. Oh, I'm sure you're familiar with those thoughts in your head. I know. These block your capacity to give and receive love. They block your capacity to embrace more of life and experience the internal joy that is available to everyone, to you. Choosing self-forgiveness is a courageous act of transformation, and you are worth it. Forgiveness isn't approving of what happened. It's choosing to rise above it, says Robin Sharma. I love her quote. I'd love to help you through a visualization. These are empowering visualizations that take you through a bit of a journey to allow you to come to a conclusion mentally that is supportive to the subconscious. Anybody up for a visualization right now? I say we embrace one. Hi, PK. So grateful you're here. Both sides. Yep. Yeah. All right. Let's do a visualization. And so just get into a comfortable position. And if you are watching the replay, just answer me in the replay. Respond to me on the questions that I've asked. The reason I love you live with me is I can respond with you live, right? And I can engage with you, and I love engaging. But I can still do it through text if you respond to me in the group, okay? Hello, Lisa. I think I think you're awesome too, dear one. It feels like forever, doesn't it? Yep, it sure does. Let's catch up, okay? All right, let's do this. And what I want you to do is get into a comfortable position, all right? The visualization just guides you gently, right, to forgiveness so you can move forward with your life and open yourself up to amazing possibilities, success, health, relationships, and the ability to live in balance. Because balance is available for us. While it might seem impossible, I promise you it is. All right, let's begin. I'm going to cover my camera. You know the drill. And I want you to get into a comfortable position, okay? And let's begin. All right. With your eyes closed and preferably with your feet on the ground, let's begin by taking a breath of air into your lungs, filling your lungs to capacity, and hold. On the exhale, releasing all of the day's tensions and worries. This is bringing mindfulness to your body. On the next breath, I want this one to be a belly breath. Breathing into your stomach, expanding it to capacity. As you imagine a cord attached to the back of your belly button on the inside, and the other end of it attached to your spinal cord. Now, on the exhale, sense, feel, and imagine the cord is pulling your stomach back to the vertebrae. Exhaling a little bit more, activating the central nervous system. There you go. One last breath. This is a lung breath, filling your lungs. As you imagine your breath continuing up into your brain, activating the left and the right hemisphere and activating the cells of your body to release what doesn't serve you anymore. Now, returning your breath to a normal flow. As you hear me count from 3 to 1. 3, you are becoming more deeply relaxed. 2, the sounds around you will always allow you to go deeper relaxed. 1, you sense, feel, and imagine that you are standing by a flowing stream of water. You feel the warm sunlight gently caressing your skin as a calm, warm breeze blows through your hair. You inhale the clean, crisp air as you watch the stream gently flow by. It's rejuvenating and gentle. All is well. Looking over to your right, you see a golden metal bridge sparkling in the sunlight. It crosses over the glistening water and connects both sides of the stream. It appears luminous and sturdy, intriguing and inviting. As you walk over to the bridge, you notice a person on the other side also walking towards you. They are walking to meet you at the center of the bridge. They immediately feel familiar. As you reach closer, you put your hands above your eyes to shield the sunlight as to get a better look. To your amazement, the person you see, you recognize them immediately. They match you to a T. Why? The other person is you. Your other self greets you with a big smile. As you stand and stare, you ask them, "How can this be?" They tell you they are the version of you that you haven't been able to forgive, and they were sent here from above to show you something. They place their hands up in front of their face and ask you to place the palms against their palms of their hands. They let you know it is a safe journey where you have control at all times, as they remind you that you have access to your memories and experiences of life that are holding you back, that are stored in a suitcase in your subconscious. They're buried in there. You trust their words, and you press your palms against theirs, which naturally align perfectly. You feel a surge of divine energy connecting your spirit. A series of images begin to play in front of you. You see a blur of different people as if they're from another time. But there seems to be a sense of connection between you. You ask your other self, who are these people? And they tell you, your other self, that they are your ancestors before you. They are within your DNA, your cellular memory. And they were also unwilling to forgive themselves. You inherited this pattern of unforgiveness towards the self. The fleeting images of your ancestors begin to fade, and an image of a little girl now appears before you. It is your younger self. You see the image of your younger self excitedly showing your parents the picture you colored. But much to your dismay, they tell you next time to try and color in the lines. You observe yourself walk away, disappointed, letting the picture fall to the floor. The image transcends to you as a teenager sitting in a classroom. The teacher silently makes their way to your desk and places a piece of paper face down. You look at it and feel your heart sink at the score, which then materializes into a slightly older you, intensely scribbling away in your journal the hurtful words that you or think of yourself, the self-doubts, the feeling of not being accepted. These memories, in actuality at this moment, do not seem to bother you. They were a reality at one time in your life. As the moments of your memories begin to fade, you put your palms down to your side. You piece together all these seeds of self-resentment, not measuring up to the opinions and judgments of others, and not measuring up to the expectations you've had for yourself. Looking in the eyes of your other self and seeing how you've grown full of regret compared to how they look. Your other half says to you that you haven't been able to let go of those moments, that they are what is holding you back from transitioning and living your highest, most gifted self. And if you are ready, you can surrender these old feelings of being misunderstood. because none of this was ever your fault. You were doing the best with what you knew at the time. And your ancestors, oh, they do not want you to repeat their old patterns of harboring regret. You nod your head and direct your arms in an outward fashion towards the other version of you to encompass each other in an embrace of healing and loving light. See the space between yourself and your higher self. Wherever your unforgiving self begins to grow smaller and smaller as the light shines down on both of you. Yes, you close your eyes and feel what it is truly like to let go, to no longer hold on to those experiences of the past. You relish in the strong, loving vibrational energy that runs through your body, touching your soul. Like a gentle mist of warm rain, you are showered with acceptance, love, and inner peace. You feel life's healing energy through the top of your head, all the way through your body. As it flows, you feel the love and warmth in all of your physical cells. As you open your eyes, you realize your other self is no longer there. They have become one with you. You are the only one standing on the golden bridge. And you notice you're standing with your arms wrapped around yourself. You relish in your own long overdue embrace. You are ready to continue crossing the bridge, accepting what was, accepting what is, and trusting what can be. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. I will count from 1 to 3, and you will come back to your original space with clarity and inner peace. 1, bringing your awareness back to your body. 2, activating the cells in your body with your new integrated soul's truth of self-acceptance and self-forgiveness. 3, eyes wide open as you are fully accepting of receiving the answers you seek. And you are complete. When you're ready, come back to me and open your eyes. All right. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you're doing. Lisa, you're recognizing in yourself. 1, way to go in recognizing this in yourself. Oftentimes we'll recognize that but we kind of push it off, right? So way to go, right? I've been there and I still go through it. And then your sister, it's an inherited pattern. And I really brought up inherited because I could feel it, right? And I could feel that happening for people. And what's tricky about those inherited patterns is they're so much a part of us, right? That we believe it's all us. And while there is truth that we are a participant in it, we don't have to hold on to it. We can change those dynamics within our cellular memory. Thanks for being transparent. Thank you. Thank you. And PK, that was wonderful. It went deep. Thank you, PK. I'm a little bit aware of family dynamics in your life, and I think you've done amazingly well within your family dynamics. I think that, I'm just proud to call you friend. You've done great. All right, dear ones, thank you for being on with me. And if you're watching the recording, please let me know your thoughts about different questions and I will respond to you. Sending you lots of love. Bye.